hello, and welcome to the commentary zone. As you enter the room, please don't forget to give us a little thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, notification bell, tell a friend. Okay, y'all, we have assembled to talk about Sister Wives season 17, episode 14. Which wife is next? Season finale of this BS.
This was a whole mess. Like this whole season has been a mess, but this episode was a whole mess. And I'm sorry, but not sorry. I couldn't help but laughing through this whole episode. I mean, like Cody trying to sit down and be serious, and then you got Robin throwing him under the bus in confessionals. That was gold for me. That was gold.
But not only that, but did you see the emergence of the top wife? Robin. Remember last season he said he don't had no head wife? Well, Robin has elevated herself. As soon as Christine left, she's like, I found my voice and I'm going to talk all episode long, and I'm going to control the conversation. I'm going to control the narrative. Yeah, at the top of the episode, we might be showing up to talk about Janelle House, but I don't want to talk about that. I want to talk about what's going on in this family and how we all suck. And
Pretty
then
much, she loves.
Cody, and then Cody, like when Janelle brought up that my kids don't feel welcome, and he's like, but that's not true. That's not true. And she's like, okay, so Cody, is it that you want them to come to you and talk about it? And he's about to say something, and she's like, or let me get it out, or that you want this. And I thought that was really telling because Cody, you have a head wife, and her name is Robin, and she's running everything.
Hmm.
She's running the show, she's running the conversation, and she's running your pockets.
Man, and the pockets is getting quite shallow with Robin and Janelle. Let me just
Yo.
say.
Mhm. But yeah, the episode started with a fight and ended with a fight. Hi everybody. Hi Sunway. Um I it was basic, like I agree with Janelle. They just fight over the same things over and over again all the time. Why are we here?
Exactly. And
Um
Janelle, this was telling because Janelle said, "Well, we ain't got time for this."
oh, and you brought up another thing about what Janelle said in the confessional regarding Robin, like she hearing things for the first time.
Oh, Robin, Robin was trying to play that slow game, and Janelle's not here for it. Janelle's like, no, she's heard this several times before. I'm not sure if this is real or is an act, but she's all, I can't believe she's acting like she's hearing this for the first time. Janelle was giving her benefit of the doubt and was like, nah, she lying.
Mm-mm-mm. So wait, so the plan for the holidays is that Janelle is going to go over to Maddie's house. And then for Christmas, all of her kids, with the exception of Maddie, will be coming to Flagstaff. And they've decided to get a house, rent a house, because Janelle's in the small apartment that Cody hates.
Mm-hmm.
And there's not enough room for him to exist or have a lamp so he could read. Um, and that's about it.
But see,
But
that's see,
he
right
took
there.
offense to this. He took
Oh,
a
here's the thing.
let's talk about the apartment first. Let's talk about the apartment first.
Okay, I want
Why
to talk about that. I want to talk about
Cody
that lamp.
the boot?
Okay, here's the thing with the lamp thing. Here's my whole thing. This is the bedroom, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Why you need a lamp? I'm
He
just saying.
said to
Like, why?
read. It's not for like bow chicka wow wow. It's to read
That's a, but
because
see,
he's
that's my
got to
thing
occupy his
though.
time.
That, there we go. That's my point. I'm like,
But
why you need?
Savannah gave it away though. Savannah's like, it's not like he really come around here anyway.
Right, but my thing is like this, like, sir, why are you worried about a lamp in the bedroom? Like, you can go in the living room, and it just tells me Janelle ain't getting nothing. That's all. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
That confirms it for me. I will be insulted if you tell me I need a lamp so I can read in the bed. If you don't, get out of here. Get out of here. reading it. Mm.
Ryan says Cody is a selfish giant man baby. I think those are the kindest words that you've ever said about Cody. Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome. I okay, so he basically doesn't like her apartment, and Janelle knows it. Um, then we get to the argument about the kids not being welcomed, but when she tells him that her children are coming into town to see her and they've decided to get an Airbnb, he doesn't like that. Then when she says Christine is also bringing in Isabel and Truly to see you, so they've decided to just stay at the same Airbnb after Christmas, he flips out. Why?
Because he's not in control, Debbie. Because again, like you pointed out, they're spending money he does not have access to.
But Janelle hit him in the nuts, though. She said, "Don't you want to see the kids?" No. No. Tossing his two little hairs all over the place.
His dramatics were killing me the whole episode. I'm like, dude, this is really bad. Stop it.
She was giving as good as she was taking, because it seems like she was shooting down every irrational comment that was coming out of his mouth, and it was just further agitating him. Um,
He was so agitated that
why?
he had to call him backup though. He was trying to call him the backup, and the backup team they was like,
The backup was lost. The backup said, "What exactly are we supposed to comment on, Robin?"
that Howard,
But this
the
goes to
backup.
show you that they weren't prepared for that. They prepared for everything
Mm-mm,
else, but they weren't ready for Janelle.
mm-mm, not at all.
But he almost felt, he said that this was a civil war in the family. How so? Explain.
See,
He
this is
thinks
this is the problem with Cody. He's not scripted. He needs to have a script when he has these meetings because, sir, you're trying to say like everyone's against you, basically, but Rob. That's what he's trying to say. Like everyone's against me and Robin. And they're not against Robin; they're against you. And Robin, with Robin jumping in and co-signing everything, yeah, they're gonna be against her. What do you expect? It's ridiculous, sir. Because all you do is nothing's your fault. You try to explain everything away on everyone else, throw everyone else under the bus. He's never the problem. Your wives are leaving you, sir. Like Christine bounced on you. Like Janelle said, like, he keeps saying, like, I'm getting divorced, I'm getting divorced, I'm getting divorced. And she's like, well, sir, you played a part in you getting a divorce. I'm like, Janelle, come through.
Yep,
Come through,
yep.
Janelle.
I was a little confused. Cody said that Robin was the only good communicator, and then proceeds to follow that statement up by saying that she was a donkey circling a stick. I have no idea.
I've never heard of that before.
I Googled it. I couldn't find it. It gave me the definitions between the differences of a donkey and a jackass. Like I
Mm-hmm.
I googled the exact thing he said that was the analogy, and I couldn't find it. Someone on YouTube said it's a biblical reference. I wasn't going to go that deep. That's out of my wheelhouse, but I and then he says plural marriage isn't all beer and skittles. What?
No. You could say beer and popcorn, beer and pork rinds, but beer and Skittles, no. No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
I I I I can't make sense of Cody anymore. I am lost. His arguments make no sense. He doesn't remember that he contradicts himself. It's not even like from episode to episode, it's within the same episode now.
Hmm.
It's sad. It's sad. And then when he got upset over the kids being in the Airbnb, he's like, and now you're telling me that I'm going to have to see my children on neutral ground? Nobody invited you to the Airbnb.
I was wondering about that. I did not hear an invitation nowhere.
I was like, when did that go out? Was that an email, an evite? You didn't even know about the Airbnb. You weren't invited. The boys already know that they're not welcome in your home, so they weren't planning on seeing you. Christine would have sent her girls over there, and probably Savannah would have gotten a lift with them, because I don't
Hmm.
think any of the boys, Christine or Janelle's boys, want to see you.
Mm-mm.
That was just my take on that, but I'm a little lost. Um, Let me see. He says that he took back well, first he said he never asked for an apology. Then he said he walked it back, but Janelle is still on it. Now, Janelle wouldn't still be on it if he, okay, he did walk it back at the first argument. By the time we get to the second argument, she's still talking about it. I wonder if he brought it up again.
Exactly.
Like after they left the apartment and went to dinner, I bet you anything he was like, they still need, you need to get them boys to call me and apologize to me and Robin. And then he's like at the end got the nerve to tell her, do not communicate to my children on my behalf because you don't know how to communicate. Sir, you are the parent. If you have a problem with your children, give them a call because the phone works both ways, unless you didn't pay the
Exactly.
bill.
But everything's on everyone else to do though. Like if he's always felt like he's the one wrong, but never needs to apologize, and everyone needs to reach out to him. He swears he's like in the mafia. Like he swears he's like a crime boss. Like you need to come and kiss the ring before you can be
Mhm.
allowed back into the family. And they're like, that's okay. We can have family over here at the Airbnb.
Well, not look, Ryan brings up a good point. When you have three wives and most of your 15 plus children are grown with families of their own, logically, how are you all supposed to celebrate the holidays in one place at a time and time? And remember, he was pissed that Janelle wanted to go and enjoy Thanksgiving with Maddie and her
Right.
family because he's stuck there with little kids. Nobody told you to have more kids with Robin. Nobody told you to have those, but you was trying to get to a magic number. Okay. So you stay with your little kids and your little
Mm-hmm.
family, and she will go with hers. You have
Right.
not made this in an environment for anybody to want to come back home and celebrate anything with you. You have not kept in touch with any of these children. And if you have, it hasn't been the nicest of communications.
And you're fine with their mamas. So what do you expect? Just saying.
Exactly. Exactly. And, he has said that Janelle has been acting like a single mother. But if you think about it, all the first three wives have been single mothers in essence. And I'm sure they got government benefits saying that they were single mamas. Um, but I don't see how it's possible you could be a daddy in three and four houses at the same time. It just doesn't work. So
I
the way
mean,
how I see it, these women are single mothers.
Right, because here's the thing. Just like first of all, like if each wife only had like one or two kids, it's doable. Like it's you can make it work. Like when you got like you got 15 plus kids, really like it's. I find it very difficult for you to be able a present parent to all of them, and
Yeah.
then you bring in the fourth wife who you definitely have a favoritism toward. That's just all out the window.
He's present for those kids though.
Right, because that's his favorite wife. Just saying.
Mm.
Now, I do want to ask you a question. Like, do you have in your notes the part about how when they're talking, they're at the bonfire, they're talking, they're going over things, and Janelle got fed up with Robin, acting like she didn't know anything. And she's like, Cody leaks like a sieve. He can't hold on to anything, so there's no way you could not know.
Yeah. She didn't know what she was playing at. She was like, "Really, girl, stop."
And I was like, thank you. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Mm.
sorry, sorry.
Wait,
So it's
explain
just
that to
rude with some
Nick
of those
Cannon.
flashbacks.
Oh my God. We can't explain anything to Nick Cannon.
No, and in the flashbacks, they were talking like how they like Cody and Robin would talk about the other wives, and then Robin would complain about the other wives. I'm like, okay, but then they won't bring up the fact that, oh, well, Christine used to talk about Janelle, and then Janelle used to talk about Christine, and blah 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 for years. But like, yeah, both Janelle and Christine acknowledged that. See, Cody, it's called acknowledgement. Let's go back.
Mhm.
Janelle and Christine acknowledged that they talked through their issues. See, Cody,
Mhm.
Robin, talking through your issues, and they worked it out, and they're closer than ever. Robin, you separated yourself out from the family, so
From the jump.
to them that means like you don't want anything to do with us. Cool. So you can't get mad when you want to have issues with them out of nowhere about possibly how they're treating you, probably in retaliation to how you're treating them, and you're mad that they don't want to talk to you. No, ma'am, it
But
doesn't work that way. It
oh
doesn't work that
wait,
way.
you heard when Janelle said Cody comes has come to me and told me what Robin has said about what Christine did to her in the hopes that I would join the We Hate Christine club.
Yes.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's so the production come in so shady. Then they showed a clip of Robin saying yet again, I learned a long time ago never to talk about my sister wives to Cody because that only ruins our relationship. You notice that that's the
Right.
second time they've run that.
Yes.
They don't like the Browns.
No, I don't think like Robin and Cody.
Well, probably because they won't get vaccinated. And that was another thing that Janelle said. Janelle said, I was following the CDC guidelines. I was washing my hands. I was washing my mail. I was washing my socks. I've been vaccinated for Christ's sakes. What?
And
So what are
you
you
know what killed
saying
me though?
that other people aren't?
Right. And here's another thing about that. They kept talking about like, what they went through, like one they went through. Not one time they mentioned that Janelle was sick with COVID.
Not
And
one.
let's talk about we got to go back and talk about this. You're talking about like, and we got COVID, and then I'm like, well, didn't your outside nanny have COVID?
Here's
I'm
the
just
thing
saying.
though. Here's the thing. Did he really have, like, if you go back to last week's episode, they said
Hmm.
they got tested,
Hmm.
but they didn't say that they got COVID. He only said one person in that house got COVID, one of the girls. When it came time for, he said he and Robin got tested, but he never said that they had COVID. And then I was like, remember when she said in the hospital, how lungs sound like COVID? No.
Right. That killed me.
And then he's carrying on saying that he had COVID. I don't think this episode, like last week, I was doubting it, right? This week, I just don't believe that they had COVID. I'm sorry. And then you're sitting there and you're screaming at the woman who actually did have COVID, who and her whole family went down with COVID. You're screaming at her, asking her to have sympathy for you and your lying ass about having a very real disease when you really didn't. And you showed no compassion for her. You didn't even spit on her when she was sick. Her boys had to go and take care of her because they was
Mm-hmm.
also sick. But Cody, Cody, his tantrum was ridiculous. Hold on. Let me just release that. Okay. All right. Sunway made a comment that I just had to release. Um,
Oh.
Robin is not a sister wife. She plays the main wife. Then she's mad at the other wives for leaving. That's some bullshit coming from her. Here's the thing though. Robin did not have the cojones to step up and say nothing when Christine was there because Christine was the vocal cords of this group. Let's just call a thing a thing. And now all of a sudden, Robin got mouth now that Christine's gone. Robin has been threatened by Christine from the beginning. That's why she didn't want Christine taking
Mm-hmm.
care of none of her kids.
Right, but wanting her daughter to take care of her kids though.
Because she wanted to turn that daughter against
Right,
Christine.
I agree with that.
Oh, the show is just so mind-numbingly stupid. And I a lot of people are saying that he's grooming, like Robin is grooming her daughters to be new sister wives. I think she is, but not for Cody. I think she's grooming them for other people. Um, bless her heart, and bless the heart to whoever gets the little one that is always screaming have dates. Um, oh my god. Uh, Robin has made a mess of this, and Cody's too stupid to realize it. And
And this is the
that
thing,
is my thoughts.
right? And the whole thing with them is this: is that Cody basically how can I put this? The only way I can put this is that Robin is using his narcissism against him because she understands that this is how he is, like he's about self. So if I play into that, if I just feed into his narcissism and do what he wants, then me and my kids will be fine. I'm telling you right now, as soon as her kids are all grown or of marrying age, she out.
But she
She's
needs to
out.
find a new wallet to attach herself
Yeah.
to.
Oh, she's just going to divorce him and take half the proceeds because her name's on everything but him.
Right. But here's the thing, at the rate she's going, they're just in debt. So half of nothing is nothing.
Right, because technically the Coyote Pass has no worth since it's not paid off yet.
Well, two sections are the two biggest sections.
Right, but I want to know whose names are on those sections though. That's the
Janelle
key
is on
component.
one and Robin's on the other one, I think.
See, that's the thing. Yeah.
But I think Janelle's name is on the biggest lot.
Okay. That's number four. Hers was supposed to be number four, I think. Yes, she was four. Robin was five.
No, 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 no. I'm talking about the existing four lot schematic. We can't talk
That's
about
right.
lot we
The
can't talk about the
five.
five lot thing because that will never happen. They do not have $200,000 to redraw the property lines. I'm going based on the existing four plots that they have, and Janelle's is her name, I believe, if I remember correctly, is on the biggest lot. But it's not just her name.
Right.
It's her name and Cody and somebody else, I think. I think there were three names on that lot.
Okay, here it is. Hold on. Let me see if I can share it. I think this is what you're talking about. It's the four lots, right? The four lot one, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because I don't even want to mention 5 lots. I don't think that's going to happen. He's going to have to sell off the land.
It's not as see. This is not as clear as it needs to be, but it's going to be
Mm-hmm.
clear enough. Okay, let me see if I can share this first one. Let me put this over
Mm-hmm.
here. Present. Share screen. Uh, yeah. Okay. I'll just read out to you guys. Can you see it? I'm looking all the way over here to the right hand side. Okay. So Cody and Robin are on the that biggest one. The that one all the way to the left in the trees. And then
Mm-hmm.
next to them, that's 5.16, 300K worth. Next to that is Cody, Janelle, and Mary. That one is
Mm-hmm.
4.48, worth 180K. Now the next one to that one is Cody and Robin only at 2.42 at 170. And then the one next to that one is Cody and Janelle at 2.42 at 170. So when you look at it, Cody's name is on all 100% of the property.
Mm-hmm.
Robin's is on 52.3. Mary has 15.5, and Janelle has 32.2. Now, mind you, Robin's part piece is skewed because being legally married to Cody, she has half of what he has. So she just holding on. As soon as them kids is of marrying age, and Coyote, and if Coyote Pass ever gets paid off, she dipping on Cody, in my opinion.
Hmm.
She's staying in it for the money. Mary is staying in it for the land. Janelle, I'm sure she's going to figure out some way to get some of her money back from the land, but she's not going to give her all her money back.
Okay, so some might say it's just Robin and Cody alone now. I hope it doesn't turn into Robin and Cody's
Show's
show
done.
now.
Show's done.
Nobody's
It's
going to
done.
watch that.
No one's gonna watch
And
that.
I heard tittle tattle that TLC and the Sister Wives production company has already approached Janelle and Christine to do their own show. So look, Robin is not liked. She's not well liked, so nobody's gonna watch
Mm-mm.
her. Who would want to rent a house on the fifth lot, having them as neighbors, super fans of the show? Hmm. I wouldn't be surprised if in Cody's head he's developing all of the lots for rental. I don't think anybody is going to live over there, but the problem is that just he's spending money faster than it's coming into the family account, and he's spending it on things that he should not be spending it on, like $200 slippers and a bunch of expensive jewelry and watches for him and Robin. Yes, I've
Right. So
been watching.
instead of paying off that land, he just been wasting money.
Yeah.
Because if 'cause realistically, that land should have been paid off.
Yep.
The land should have been paid off. When they was getting them fat checks from TLC in the beginning, that land should have been paid off. But because
Yeah,
here's the whole
but
thing, and here's my problem with that. And
mhm.
I'm going to put part of the blame on Janelle and Mary. Only a small part.
Mhm.
Because when y'all got there and the plan was to build, y'all should not have given Robin money and Chloe money to get the McMansion. That money should have gone to paying off Coyote Pass and cash. Period. Point blank. Period.
Well, look, the reason why they did that for Robin was because they had given money to Christine for her to buy her house. But remember, she came out of Vegas with a plan. She's like,
Right.
"Okay, when I sold my house in Vegas, I'm going to roll over that money cuz don't forget she's a real estate agent. She's going to roll over that money and buy a house in Flagstaff. She wanted a house. And all of this jibber jabber about how they gave Christine money for the deposit for her house. They rolled over the proceeds from her home in Vegas, minus repaying the balloon loan, minus paying any commissions to real estate agents. And then what was left was put into her Flagstaff home. And she saved on taxes. The other Yabos who went to rentals, they probably got dinged in taxes.
Right. And the thing is, I agree with Sunway on this one. I do think this is what's going on. I think Janelle's waiting for her money before leaving Flagstaff for good. I think Debbie mentioned it at the beginning. Sunway, you just brought it up again. I'm going to agree with that one because she's like she said, she needs to have something for her children.
I look, in addition to Janelle, in addition to her, remember she said, I've been squirreling away money, saving up my
Mm-hmm.
money. So she's been hiding money from the family account, right?
Mm-hmm.
In addition to that, when she said priority was not given towards paying off Coyote Pass, there have been expenditures from the family account going to other things.
Mm-hmm.
I think she's been documenting as well. And now she's going to hold Cody by the fine hairs of his little nuts. And that is why when he says, I am divorced from Christine and I am separated from Janelle, I feel that what that means is Christine got her money and ran, and Janelle is holding you by the short hairs for her money. And
Right.
you're thinking you're negotiating, but she's threatening to go to the authorities for your
Exactly.
ass.
That's what I was gonna say. I bet you she's threatening to go to the IRS on him and turn over all the books.
Mm-hmm. And she's still, oh no, she's not a minor anymore because she just turned 18, didn't she, Savannah?
Yes.
Okay, so she doesn't have a minor anymore. So basically, she needs to get back her 401k money, her
Mm-hmm.
20-year contributed 401k money. She needs to get that back. And she needs to get back the proceeds from her Vegas house. And
Exactly.
the
And I don't think
35,000 that her and Mary chipped in to pay off Tweedledum's Victoria's Secret bill.
and then my whole thing with them is like Cody's in a no-win situation because, sir, like you're in knee deep, and since they're not legally married to you, they won't reap as many consequences as you and Robin will, because Robin's your legal wife
Yep, and any debts that he has, they're
or her
hers.
dad's. Hmm.
She's so dumb.
But she played it. But see, She played it, but she just played it all wrong. Like when you're the newbie, you just come in, you just get in where you fit in, and you make sure you're cool with everybody. But she always wanted to be in control, and she always since she was legally married to Cody, she really felt since she is legally married to Cody, she feel like she is above the other wives. And when he's treating you that way, how can she not feel that way? And she's living better. Like I always say, she's living better than all of them. So she's feeding into his narcissism. She's feeding into his narcissism, which solidifies her standing with him. And that's all she cares about. She don't care nothing about a relationship with Janelle or Christine or Mary. Get out of here.
Whenever I
She
see
don't.
her, all I think about is Robin, you can't top from the bottom. That's my only thing with her. I she is a manipulator. She has worked this system. But if you're, here's where she's not an excellent manipulator, because you're cutting off your only money streams. You and Cody can't do this alone. You need to use the other women in order to keep this up. And that's where she failed. Anyway, I hope she gets her money back. I hope so too, Sunway. She deserves it because she has been the steadiest worker. She has been the highest wage earner most of the time. Um, I feel that Cody might have locked Janelle out of some of the financial decisions and only listened to Robin, and that's why they're in this mess. That Janelle wants to move close to Christine's in Utah. Now, don't forget, Christine is living in a duplex. Who's living on the other side? Have they put a down payment on that for Janelle? Just saying. Just saying. It would be nice though. It'd be easy to film.
Exactly.
They share a backyard. And, oh yeah, and we did see a little clip of Christine in her backyard doing the barbecue with her kids. Christine is good, looking as pretty as ever, stress free. Janelle, come to the light, come to the light. Get your money, but come to the
Yeah.
light.
First thing, get your money.
And then we saw the preview for the one-on-ones. Um when is Mary going to start dressing appropriately for the situation? Um, why is she not wearing tons of eyeliner? Why is Robin saying that the women handed him to me on a plate because they didn't want him anymore? Why are Cody and Robin lying, saying that Christine shot down Cody wanting to get back together with Mary? We all know he didn't want to get back with Mary.
Right.
Like, what is going on in these one-on-ones? And what kind of jewelry will Suki be wearing this year? These are my priorities. Okay, so Mary heard that she's divorced from Cody at the tell-all.
I kind of felt bad for her, and then I didn't, though. I'm not gonna lie.
You believe that? After all of these seasons, you believe that?
I just think it's funny. I'm sorry. I do.
Okay, look, this was filmed in October of this year, right? The tell-all, the one-on-one, or whatever they call it, right?
What are you calling? You're right.
They, she would have seen last season. She would have seen season 16. Did he say something about he ain't married to Mary last season too?
I think it was after their. I think it was like after their anniversary.
I think it's very convenient for them to use these one-on-one tell-alls to conveniently blame one another without being able to hold each other accountable because they know the host isn't going to drill in.
Mm-hmm.
What's a good host that we could get on this show? He used to do Loving, was it Loving Hip Hop or Basketball Wives? Sully, the
Oh,
basketball player.
John Sally.
John John Sally. Yes.
Sally. Mm-hmm.
I would like him on this show. Is that a good person?
I love John Sally. He's a great. He's like because he was ask all the messy questions that people wanted to know.
But I could see why they keep Suki on, and here's why. Because I watch each episode waiting for Cody to flip out, talk to her like she's a piece of shit because he don't respect women, and I'm
Right.
waiting for the N word to slip out. Not that they would ever show it to us, but that's what I could hope for. Cuz Cody's that dumb.
Agreed.
Anywho, that was it. Join us again next week. We'll be seeing, I think it's 3 episodes for this one-on-one garbage.
What? Three?
Yes, we're getting part
Okay.
one next week, and then part two and three in 2023.
Okay.
That's what I heard. I could be wrong.
That's very interesting. Huh.
Do they have the schedule up yet? Can you Google schmoogle that?
Let's see. This is why. Hmm. Let's see. They'll give me that. 16, okay. Ah, let me see. Phil. Season 17. Let's go. Sorry, I'm just looking. See, I want to see if they post. Did they post the schedule? Because sometimes on Wikipedia they'll post the schedule.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, they didn't post. They didn't post it, and I'm not
How
seeing it.
rude.
Yeah, I'm not seeing where. Oh, is there part three of this? Oh, that's from last season. Okay, no. I need season 17. Let me try season 17 before we go to see if that narrows the search down. All right.
Upcoming.
Yeah, it's not telling me. Even when I pare it down like that, it's still not giving me what I'm looking for.
Hmm.
Weird.
What day is this Sunday coming up?
This Sunday actually feels. Let me just double check the date for you. This Sunday is what, the 18th?
Not this Sunday. No, wait, hold
Or
on.
yeah, this upcoming Sunday is the
This
18th.
Sunday
This
is the 18th. And
next
then
Sunday,
Christmas, they're
right?
repeating part one. And then after that, it's New Year's weekend. Yeah. So they're going to give us part one, um, part one this weekend. And
Mm-hmm.
then two and three are going to be next year.
Ah,
Because
that
what's
makes
that new show that's starting? What's that new show? Hold on. The MILF contest?
MILF Manor or something.
Right. So MILF Manor starts on the 15th. Hold up. MILF Manor starts on the 15th, which is Sunday night at 10 p.m. So they're taking the sister wives slot. How much you want to bet they are only going to take Christmas off? They're going to put part two and three on the 1st and the 8th, and then MILF Manor starts on the 15th.
That makes sense. For scheduling purposes, that makes sense.
Because Christmas, everybody gonna be with their family. But if the
Right.
1st of January is on the Sunday, people gonna be recovering from partying, so they'll be home. They'll watch. Interesting. And we're covering MILF Manor, right?
Y- Yeah, I'm here for that. That's just gonna be a whole mess. I mean, what more can you do with that? I'm just saying. I'm just
Okay, so
saying.
guys, this is a new show that Black Lavender told us about. It's on TLC and it's starting January 15th. in the slot where Sister Wives currently is. Sunday night, 10 p.m. And basically, a bunch of women in their 40s, 50s, and 60s have been taken to a villa in Mexico, and they are trying to find younger men to be with, and they bring in like a batch of little young boys for them. And I'm not sure if it's like a competition show or what have you. But one of the ladies sounds just like Big Ange from Mob Wives. So I'm hooked. So we'll be talking about it. TLC, the gift that keeps giving. That's what Jamal said.
I mean, like, it's just the truth, though. They just, they just give us so much. I'm just saying, they just give us so much. We need to respect them.
No,
They do
they're
so much for
starting
us.
off 2023 on a wonderful note.
They
All
really
right,
are.
y'all. Jamal, anything else with these idiots? Did we miss anything?
No, we're good.
Okay, so tomorrow we're going to do um the Real Housewives of Miami, and then we're going to do the Real Housewives of Durban reunion season 1 part 1 and 2. Is that good?
Yep. Yes.
All right, so guys, join us tomorrow so we could talk all things housewives. Jamal, any final notes today?
No, we're good. We covered
All
everything.
right.
The season of the Sister Wives was good. We saw the emancipation of Christine. Then now all
Mhm.
we need is next year the freedom of Janelle. I think we'll be good because we
Oh,
don't need a third season because we don't care about Mary. Sorry, we just don't.
we don't care. We care about Mary if she gets paid her money back. We do.
Yeah, that's all I want to see.
If she finally wakes up and gets her money back, then we care about Mary.
Mm-hmm.
But this
Mm-hmm.
blind loyalty thing, when no one's loyal to you and just using you for your MLM money, okay.
Yeah.
We're also doing a special show tomorrow. We're still trying to schedule that out. But we're going to be talking about the Harry and Meghan um, docu-series on Netflix. We're going to be talking about that tomorrow night. Um, so just turn your alerts on. If you haven't followed us before, please do. We're going to talk about that. I have to watch the last 3 episodes that dropped today. Um, I have thoughts. Wait, £1,000 Best Friends are back on January 4th? No way. Oh, we have to watch that. We have to watch that. Jamal, are you in?
Yeah, that was a good show.
Yes, I like their friendship. I like their friendship. And I'm hoping that we've seen progress during their downtime. I'm hoping. All right, y'all. Tune in tomorrow. So Jamal, until next time.
Of course.
All right. Bye.